drives, whatever it is that motivates the monster abyss, it remains a mystery to me. Whether it's mysteriously disappearing from TNA, as he recently did, only to make a surprising and a shocking return at Final Resolution, to these unprovoked attacks that we've seen in recent weeks on Jeff Hardy. Without any communication, without a spokesperson, it's impossible to know what's going on in the head, in the mind of this 6'8", 350-pound monster. But Don, it always comes back to violence. It always comes back to brutality. And tonight, we expect the levels of both to be excessive, because it's time for full metal mayhem.
I'm gonna tell you something. You talked about his unpredictability. That's what makes this guy so dangerous. And he gets focused on something, and he's relentless. And he has been focused on the rock star Jeff Hardy. It's like it's all he can think about is what he's gonna do to Jeff Hardy. Well, Jeff Hardy has answered the call. This is something that Jeff Hardy's good at. When tables, chairs, ladders are involved, Jeff Hardy's one of the best this business has ever seen.
And on top of that, the NWA Director of Authority, Dusty Rhodes, let's just say that he's raised the stakes. He certainly raised the bar with this match, but the stakes, they're raised as well, as you see, being put into position high above the ring. There are two envelopes, Don. One of those envelopes is empty. The other envelope contains a contract for a match against the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, whoever that might be, on a future Impact broadcast on FSN.
Well, think about that. That's where the dilemma can get just so crazy. You go up top and you see the guys putting the contracts up there. You don't know which one's the right one. You might exhaust all your efforts. You might exhaust all your energy. Get up to the top and then pull down the wrong envelope. Not to mention, you're going through tables, chairs, ladders, chains, steel steps, rails, anything that's not nailed down.
If you followed the history of these two men, you know that both through the years have excelled in matches involving chairs, ladders, tables. Well, tonight, for the very first time, TNA with full metal mayhem. Tables, ladders, chairs, and chains. Hell, anything metal is legal. You can use it as a weapon. This isn't going to be pretty. With those two envelopes hung above the ring, one has the contract, the other one's empty.
I'll tell you what, you can see the focus on Jeff Hardy's eyes. He knows he wants another shot at the World Heavyweight Champion, whoever that may be one day on Impact. But I'll tell you something. He can't figure out why Abyss picked him, why Abyss focused on him. Well, you know what? He's going to have to deal with it. He has, and let's see how he can handle 350 pounds of unpredictability.
Well, you're right. One would anticipate that a monster Abyss is going to look to exploit the advantage that he has. Don, let's figure it out. It's 6'7" in height. It's 100+ pounds in weight. Jeff Hardy, on the other hand, my guess is he's going to need to hit and run. He's going to also need to use these weapons around ringside as an equalizer against this monster.
Well, you just said the right word right there, equalizer. That's what a steel chair and a metal ladder can do. That's what going through a table can do. That takes away the height and weight advantage. And he does have one thing going for him, speed and agility.
Wow, Hardy springs off the ropes, connects, but does not take down Abyss. Going to try it again. Just too big, just too powerful. I'm surprised that Hardy, here in the opening minute of this match, is trying to fight him one-on-one. I thought he would try more high-risk move, but no, instead, Abyss goes for the leg drop. Hardy able to roll out of the way, and then, answers back with the leg drop.
Well, I'll tell you what, the key of this match is somehow getting up there and getting the envelope. You got to have a strategy. And you got to do something when you're taking on Abyss. You got to do something unorthodox. You can't do something that's normal, because he's not normal. And that's what Jeff Hardy's doing right here, but I don't know if you realize how high those envelopes are. That's what took a couple extra minutes getting this match started. The guys couldn't even reach where they were putting the envelopes to. They had to go back and get taller security guys to put the envelopes up.
Hardy tossing the steel chairs into the ring, but Abyss stays one step ahead of him.
Oh, what a great shot by Hardy!
Springing off the steel chair, crashing down with all of his weight onto Abyss. We're gonna get another look at this one.
Here he goes. Right over the top.
Wow.
Clears it. Now think about this. If he doesn't clear that, a foot of his catches that top rope, and he steps down in and hits the ring apron, and that could be devastating.
And how about Hardy using the power game against Abyss in the opening minutes of this match and using it effectively?
Well, he's had revenge on his mind so long, and I'll tell you something, we saw one of the impacts where he was able to go up and reverse into a DDT
You're
and
right.
slam Abyss's head to the table, so he knows a few tricks himself.
Well, we saw Hardy, you're right, he answered. First it was Abyss who press slammed him up and over the top through a table, but then that DDT, that was the right answer. He put Abyss through the wood on a recent Impact broadcast.
Setting the chair up, is he gonna try to do the same thing again? I'll tell you what, don't go to the well too often. Don't be thinking in any way, shape, or form that Abyss is some kind of a simpleton, because he's not.
Hardy rethinks the matter.
Oh, look at the strength.
Charges at Abyss. I said this might be a mistake. Nope. Able to fight it off. Tries for the press slam again, and
Oh, cracks him with the chair, and that's how you equalize things.
that hesitation when Abyss got into the ring, going through the ropes, allowed Hardy to waffle him with the chair. Gonna spring off. Look out.
Oh, man, he barely got his arms up just in time, or that would have been the end of it. The momentum would have taken him out.
You just said it earlier. This is not a simpleton. He may have tunnel vision. He may be incredibly focused on whatever task he has at hand, but don't underestimate the monster Abyss.
No, you do that, you'll pay for it. You'll
Just
pay
like
the
that.
price.
You'll
Like
pay
I
the
said.
price of a steel chair driven right into your face.
Oh, he was so lucky to block that, but still the force of the blow, you know he's in pain. And right there, this is Abyss's opportunity to take advantage of it. Now he's going to apply the weight.
It's exactly what I expected to see from the early minutes of this match. I thought that Abyss would go to the power game. Instead, it was Hardy. He used it effectively, but the question was for how long? And now you see that it was starting to pay off for Abyss, but he turned his back on Hardy, tried to get one of the ladders. Hardy tries to mount a comeback, but Abyss just tossed him right off into the steel.
Well, you can see right there is Abyss setting up the table. He's setting them both up kind of side to side.
He's positioning them side by side.
Oh, look at this. He's going and grabbing more.
Another table that he brought down from the side of the ring entrance ramp.
Well, Jeff Hardy's still reeling from that blow into the rail right here. Again, this match, there's so much at stake. As while he's doing that, Hardy's trying to get a ladder into the ring.
Well, Abyss with a unique way to stack these tables, stacking one on top of the two that are already positioned. Meanwhile, Hardy senses that he sees an opening. He slid a ladder into the ring, but then Abyss follows right back up.
And again, we talk about this. That's how focused this guy gets. He gets a plan in his mind.
This is just what we talked about, this tunnel vision that we just mentioned a couple of seconds ago.
He's got this pyramid of tables and vision in his brain. And he's not going to stop till he sets it up.
We just mentioned it earlier, how he gets focused on a task. And that's exactly what we're seeing from Abyss. Stacking, yes, two tables on top of two. And now he's going to go back into the ring and try and inflict some pain and punishment. And as we've seen from the past, he loves to take Hardy up into the air and press slam him through those tables from the ring.
He'd be going through 4 tables. If he does that, that'll be all he needs. He'll be able to get a ladder in there and climb up and pull down both contracts for that matter.
Abyss pointing at the tables.
Oh,
he's got him up powerbomb style. Hardy fighting him off.
Oh, he has to. I mean, he knows it can be all over. Oh, Hardy went through the rope. No, nice move though. He almost slipped. Able to figure out some balance and come back and crash Abyss.
Yeah, able to regroup, and that's tough to do when you're springing up those ropes that you already had 4 matches, whatever it's been earlier, where the sweat is on the ring ropes and it's on the turnbuckles, and he was able to slip and slide down. Ladder in play here. Tug of war now with the ladder. Who's going to come out with possession?
I'll tell you what, this is all about positioning right here.
Oh.
Hardy's got the position. He had him trapped.
He just sandwiched him in the corner. He took the ladder, stomach first, and now springs up.
Did you just see that?
Oh, I saw it. Drop
Holy
kick.
cow!
Drop kick with the steel chair directed into the face of Abyss, who's helpless right here.
Oh my gosh, that was brutal. I mean, we got to see this again. One till he climbs the ladder, and then kicks the chair right into him.
And it's all legal because it's Full Metal Mayhem. Opposite side of the impact zone. Other tables stacked up around ringside, but Hardy instead goes for the ladder.
I'll tell you what, he's got a plan in mind too. And he knows that ladders, and we saw an incredible title match that he had with the reigning NWA World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Jarrett, and would have won that match had Scott Hall not come in and interfered. Ladders are what this guy knows so well, and he's setting up some kind of a catapult, it looks like.
Yeah, that or a teeter-totter type situation here with the ladders, but he turned his attention away from Abyss. That allows Abyss now to power him up to the top.
Well, it took him too long, I think, to set everything up, and that's what can happen. You gotta move quickly if you've got a plan. What's he gonna do right here? Oh my gosh! Now!
Now we know what the plan was. Hardy springs off the top, crashes down onto one ladder, and then the ladder goes right up into the face of Abyss.
Oh my gosh, that was brutal.
That could be a knockout.
Abyss is, I mean, that's how you stop. Look at it, he's just writhing in pain.
That could be the knockout blow that Hardy needs. It certainly weakened Abyss. Let's see if Hardy can follow up.
Oh man, like you said, Abyss is weakened right there. He got his bell rung. And here comes Hardy.
Charges
in.
Oh!
Yow! Right into a table, right into the mat.
Yeah, right onto the concrete floor as well.
That was sick. No, I don't even know if I want to see this.
Watch the landing. Watch the landing. Overhand. Oh, God. Oh, God. Right on his lower back. His lower back on the unprotected concrete.
TNA.
I don't know how Hardy's going to be able to get up.
No.
Referee Andrew Thomas checking to see if Hardy's going to be able to continue it all. And I've got to question whether he is.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's go, Hardy.
That's just Abyss able to get him thrown over the ropes, the table set back there, and I mean Hardy, there wasn't nothing even pushing this fall.
Nothing. It probably would have even been better if he would have gone directly through the table.
That's what I was thinking. Anything but what he did.
I know that sounds strange, but when you saw that landing, you saw how it's probably going to affect the remaining portion of this match. I don't know how Hardy's able to even stand.
I don't either, and I'll tell you what, not only stand, able to clear the cobwebs and grab a chair. You've got no choice. Don't ever try this at home. You can see he didn't even have much force in that. The back is hurting him so bad.
Yeah, it's tough when you go to swing, when you go to wind up with that chair. And you injure your back, you just don't have any force behind it.
I got a new respect here for Jeff Hardy. To take a blow like that and come back fighting, right into the ramp.
Now they fight up the entrance ramp. Keep an eye on this monster. Where the heck is security when we need him?
What's he doing?
He's going for another table, Don.
Going for another table?
Hardy, who has been severely hurt here, and yes, is trying to fight through the pain. But Abyss has gone for yet another table, positioning it, I'm going to presume somewhere here on the ring entrance ramp. Where's he going with it?
Now he's taking it up to the top of the entrance where he comes out. Hardy, though, getting to his feet. I'll tell you something, when someone gets focused on something, it's when you got to take advantage of it, and that's what Hardy's got to do.
And that's exactly what he's done, taking advantage of that. Oh, able to catch him with the twist, dropped him down. That's step one, but now Hardy.
You can see Hardy's in such pain from the blow he took to his back. I just don't know how much strength he's got, but my gosh, he's got no quit in him. I'll give him that.
Oh, God!
A great shot by Hardy.
It sure was. Drove him face first right into the table.
What's he doing? What in the world is he doing?
Where's he going?
He's going up to the top. What? He's going up to the top of where they enter into the ring.
No way.
As you can see, Abyss is still
he's climbing.
Right down.
He's climbing to the top of our set.
This is the most dangerous thing I think I've ever seen.
God, how high is he up here?
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding. 30 feet.
No way.
40 feet on the floor.
From the top of the set at the impact zone.
No way.
Hardy.
No way. What? You've got to be kidding me. All the way off the top of the building. Listen to this crowd.
We are about to take another look at one of the highest risk moves, my God, that I've ever witnessed.
Oh, it's about to, how does anybody even get up from that?
How does anybody even consider doing such a move?
I don't know. All I can think of is when he hit his head the first time and knocked all the sense out of him, because nobody with any common sense would do this.
Oh, we gotta see it again if we can. Think of the mental mindset that you have to go through just to even consider coming off. Look at this.
Can you believe history's been made again here in TNA? Every time we think we've seen it all, it can't
Hardly.
be topped.
Stick around, pal.
Yeah.
You're watching TNA, and you're watching an incredibly physical spectacle right before our very eyes with Full Metal Mayhem.
Oh, you got to think Abyss right now with the force that Hardy went through it. And Hardy was smart because Abyss's body was able to cushion him so that Abyss took the full brunt of that blow. I'll tell you what, the visual on the big screen while he was doing it was unreal, as you can see it right here, as Hardy hitting the ladders.
He's got one ladder there you see stacked up, and now going to try and send it into the ring.
Oh, that's not just any ladder, that's a humongous ladder. That ladder is like twice the size of a normal ladder.
Abyss crawling hand over hand down the ramp, back to the ring, crowd at the impact zone, cheering on the charismatic Enigma Jeff Hardy, who's about to position the ladder, and he's about to climb up and take down.
I know what he's doing.
Envelopes.
Think about this. You can grab the wrong envelope, but you know what? With a ladder that size, you might be able to grab both envelopes at the same time.
Boy, if he's thinking that, that's incredible strategy. There you see both of those envelopes hanging high above the six-sided ring in the impact zone.
That's the problem. This ladder's so big, he can't get it placed right. That's what he's trying to do. As now he's going up.
Abyss is still out on the floor. Tried to make his way back in, collapsed, and now trying to just use the ring apron to propel himself up to get back into the ring, and Hardy's gonna climb up the ladder and take down one of these envelopes.
I'll tell you what, he better get up there quickly. He's got to make sure he makes the right decision. You got to think about it. You grab it and it's not the right one.
Again, one of these envelopes is empty. One has a contract for a match on Impact against the world's heavyweight champion, whoever it might be.
Well, we watched him tie these things up. He's got it down. Here it is.
The envelope. Open it up and find out.
Over?
What's in there?
Is it over? No!
It's empty! Oh, Hardy does everything within his power to climb up, but then it was the empty envelope.
Oh, you can see now Hardy gets down quickly as he fights back. So close. He's going to have to shimmy up this thing quickly.
Well, obviously,
we know this
the
is
contract
it right
is
here.
there. Tear it down, Hardy, and get a shot against whoever the NWA champ is. Climbing up.
Abyss, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Reach up and grab it,
Hardy,
Jeff.
grab it. You can see that he's...
Abyss rocking the ladder. Now going to try and just pull him down, and
Hardy's fighting with everything, trying to kick him off. Abyss obviously now getting his senses a little bit better. He took such a wicked blow. That's why Hardy's got the advantage. Oh, no!
Oh, my God! They just whipped him. He just shot him right over the ropes, and he went right through the 4-table stack.
Oh, my gosh, again, you can see the pain in his leg. Back, I don't know
This could be it.
will ever be able
This
to
could be the
wrestle
opening
again.
for Abyss. Climbing up the ladder.
He's so close.
Once he takes it down,
He's got it.
he's got it in. He
He's
wins
got
it. Abyss wins it. But what an effort by Hardy.
Oh, that last, he took some wicked shots. Hardy is just so upset, he's busting the other table now. Out of pure frustration. But you gotta give Jeff Hardy all the credit in the world. He did something tonight that was the most phenomenal thing that I've ever seen.
Now Hardy is snapped out here.
No, he's
and you're
lost
right.
it.
It's frustration. He's lost it. And you know what? I
If he
can't
would
blame
have
him.
got the right envelope, it'd be over.